First of all, I want to express my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you for gathering here today in solidarity with the people of Palestine. Thank you. In Gaza, the death toll has risen to a devastating 40,265 confirmed deaths, including over 16,000 innocent children. That's over 40,000 lives lost, and still we beg the world to take action. It's a shame that we've allowed this to continue for so long. Shame! Shame! Over 93,000 people have been reported injured, with more than 10,000 still missing, leaving families not knowing whether their loved ones are dead or alive, or trapped under the rubble. This is the daily reality for Palestinians. It's not just the numbers that are shocking. It's the complete disregard for human life and dignity. There are no safe places for the population in Gaza. They are subjected to airstrikes and missile attacks every day on their homes, schools, hospitals, as well as constant gunfire and invasions by Israeli forces. 83% of the Gaza Strip has been marked unsafe for Palestinian civilians by the Israeli military. Thousands have had to flee this week after Israel ordered evacuations and redesignated Dar al-Balah no longer a safe zone. The IDF also advanced on Al-Qara, west of Khan Yunis, another supposed safe zone, and people were forced to flee again. Displaced Palestinians have been forced to move again and again and again. No place is safe in Palestine. Just in the past week, Israel has indiscriminately bombed the Shafi refugee camp and neighborhoods in Sabra, Dar al-Balah, Khan Yunis, Rafah, Gaza City, Jabalia, and Beit al-Lahya. On Tuesday, the IDF killed at least 8 Palestinians in the Dar al-Balah market, just hours after yet another school shelter was bombed, killing at least 12 displaced Palestinians. Journalists have not been spared either. 26-year-old journalist Ibrahim Moharib was also killed in an Israeli attack on Hamad City, one of at least 116 journalists killed in Gaza. The humanitarian crisis in Gaza is catastrophic. 85% of the population has been internally displaced, with 1.7 million people forced to live in refugee camps under inhumane conditions. But it's not just the physical destruction that's devastating. It's the psychological trauma that's being inflicted on the Palestinian people. A 10-month-old baby girl is now paralyzed by polio, becoming the first confirmed case in 25 years in Gaza. Shame! This is a direct result of the Israeli blockade and the lack of access to basic health care for Palestinians. Shame! Shame! The situation in the West Bank is similarly dire. At least 640 people, including 147 children, have lost their lives. More than 5,400 people have been injured, many of whom will have to carry out the physical and emotional scars for the rest of their lives. The atrocities being committed are unspeakable. People are being burned alive, murdered in cold blood, raped, and tortured. And yet there are those who continue to support Netanyahu's actions, turning a blind eye to the suffering of millions in Palestine. Shame! Shame! Palestinians, like all people, deserve to live freely in peace, grow up with their families, and to have their basic human rights respected. But this is not the case in Palestine. The IDF continues to steal these rights. Shame! Shame! Let us take a moment of silence to honor the lives lost and to reflect on our responsibility to act for peace, to advocate for peace and justice in Palestine.